solve our assignment. The first one I sent for you from today's ago. So let me start here, guys. Practice problems for indefinite integral, for the definite integrals. Okay. We will solve here. We have some questions.
السلام عليكم.
3 3
السلام عليكم.
1 2 3 يلا solve معنا شباب معنا. I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 questions. Okay, so I would like you to bring a copy book and let's solve the first question. The first question is here. Which is the integral from 1 to 7 of x squared. Integral of 1 to 7 of x squared.
Can I answer?
Yes, Alan.
Okay, x cube over 3.
It's what?
Then we will substitute by 7 and 1. 7 cube over 3.
7 cubed over 3 minus
7
1
cube
over
over 3 minus 1 cube over 3, which is equal to 114. 114.
Okay, over 3 minus 1 over 3 equals 100.
114.
114. Okay, thank you. The next question, number 2. Yes. 1 over x squared.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah. Okay.
1 over x squared will be x to the power of minus 2. And this will be x to the power of minus 1 over negative 1. So negative x to the power of minus 1.
Yeah, x power negative 1 over negative 1, which is negative 1 over x.
Yes.
Then evaluate from 1 to 7.
And then we substitute, first of all, we substitute with 7. It will be negative 1 over 7. And minus, it will be plus 1.
Plus 1. Yeah, plus 1 over 1, yes. Plus 1 over 1 equals
6 over 7.
Plus 7 over 7, which is what? 6 over 7. Your answer is 6 over 7. Thanks. Okay, number 3. Okay, Rahman. 1 over x. Rahman. You know that 1 over x is the derivative of ln x. So simply here my answer is ln x and then evaluate from 1 to 10. So your answer will be ln 10 minus ln 1 and leave it like this or evaluate it in the calculator. Rahman, okay, number 4. Yeah, so here the antiderivative of ln of 1 over x is ln x because the derivative of ln x can be 1 over x out of the first step. Now number 4. Okay, Khalid, share.
Yes, Mr. X to the power of 4 over 4 minus x squared over 2. From negative 3 to 3. First of all, replace 3.
Yes, replacing the 3.
Yes, so 3 to the power of 4.
Yeah, 1 over 4 minus
9 over 2. It will be so 18. 63 over 4.
Okay, 63 over 4.
Yes.
Okay, so
then minus
we still minus
minus 3. Then minus minus 3 in parentheses.
Negative 3 power 2, which is 9.
That negative 3 power 4.
Yes. 81.
81
Mm.
over 4
Mm.
minus 9 over 2.
Mm.
So the answer will be 0.
The answer is what? 0.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. In question number 11, we have here 1 over x also again, and from the same positions. Like, I think that the answer will be 0, because your the antiderivative is then x, which is the same as number 3. So antiderivative from -5 to 5, 1 over x dx equals ln x, and then evaluate from -5 to 5. So the answer is ln 5 minus, is it 0? Sure. Ln 5 minus ln -5. So no, it's not.
It will be 0, Mr. We put inside the len absolute value of 5 and absolute value of -5.
Why absolutely?
يعني len absolute value of 5 negative minus len absolute
Ln
value of
absolute value
-5.
of- Why?
Huh?
Why absolute value?
A rule, I think, is the absolute value. Because I looked it up, they did like that.
Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Ln 5 minus ln absolute value of -5, so it's what?
Sir, it doesn't exist in the calculator.
Yes, I know. Doesn't exist.
Okay, how it's 0?
1 over x is then absolute value of x. Okay? It should be like this. If you remember, when we have 2x over x squared, what's the derivative here? خدناها in the first step. The derivative of 2x over x squared, because 2x is the derivative of x squared, we can write that it's then the absolute value of what? X squared, right? So it's the same. 1 here is the derivative of x. الفرق نقول لنا absolute value of the denominator, لنا absolute value of x. So ln absolute value of 5 minus ln absolute value of -5, it's ln 5 minus ln 5, which is what? 0. Because you put in the calculator ln 5 minus ln -5, and you know that the domain of logarithm functions should be more than 0. فلما تحط لها ln -5 يديك math error. Doesn't exist. Okay. And the
Sir,
next question, yes.
can't we just count the area from 0? Can't we just count the area from 0?
In question 11?
Yes,
Yeah, the area from 0 to what? To 5?
yes.
And on the other area from 0 to -5? No,
There is no 0 from from 0 to -5.
for 1 over x.
Yes,
Because 0 is undefined here. So we can write from -5 to 0 and from 0 to +5. So from -5, from 0 to -5 for 1 over x. It's undefined, right? Doesn't exist.
yes.
Yes. And the other one
Okay.
from 0 to +5, it's what? Ln 5.
Yes.
Ln 5 minus ln 0. Ln 0 is what? 0. Ln 0 is 1, right? Yeah, ln 0.
0, I think it's also undefined.
It's undefined? Yes, so sorry, yes, it's undefined. So in all what? I have to say it's undefined.
Don't know. Maybe try from 0
Ln
مثلا.
0 is 1, Mr. صح؟
Ln 0, okay, ln 0.
ln 0 undefined.
Undefined, because هنا لازم
Yeah.
الدومين يبقى more than 0. So if we write it as a sum of two functions from 0 to if we talk this guys كنا المفروض تكون شيء اصلا تعدي على 0. Yes, we said it's from what? -5 to 5 for 1 over x dx. We can write it as from -5 to 0 for 1 over x dx, and then plus from what to what?
0 to 5.
0 to
0
5.
to 5 for 1 over x
1 over
dx.
x.
But in the question here, in the question what we have? we have 1 over 5. المفروض كده مش هنحقق اصلا الديفينيت انتجرال ثيورم اللي هي fundamental theorem of calculus.
Yes, ما it doesn't apply.
Yes, it doesn't apply here. We have a warning, guys. When you said from -1 to 1, مش هتحقق معاك. So your answer will be doesn't exist. Okay.
Okay.
So we have to integrate from here to here. We need to make sure. I think -5 to +5. Yes. وبرضه 1 over x squared. For 5 answer. Yes, it doesn't exist. Okay, it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't exist. DNE. So it's not 0. Why? طب لو from 0 to what? To any positive value? Yes, عادي يطلع لها value. It's because here the limits of integration from -5 to 5 it doesn't satisfy the theorem, the fundamental theorem of calculus.
Number 6 also, right?
Number 3 قصدك? What is 6?
6.
1 over yes. Also is 6, which is from -1 صح? To
Yes.
to 1 of this function 1 over x squared.
You can get an answer, but it does not apply to the fundamental theorem.
But here from -1 to what is you integrated gonna give us -2.
So it gave me 0.
Why 0?
It's
Using the power
Number
rule.
6. Number 6.
Number 6.
-2. -2.
-2.
yes. So I have a sign.
Yeah, we will do it right. So for number هذه اللي احنا فيها الآن, which number? 11?
Yes.
When it's only x. Yes, it's gonna be undefined. DNE doesn't exist.
Mr. Only also 6 should be DNA, right? We shouldn't put -2.
Why?
Because it's not continuous from -1 to 1.
Because it's not continuous, so we cannot apply the fundamental theorem of calculus. Yes.
Mr. So 6 and 11 are not continuous or undefined or does not
continuous,
exist
between negative
because
and
there is 0, صح?
0, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next question, we could select the problems. 12 مثلا 13. In 12, we may write in what? E to the power x minus e power -x. It's e to the power of x minus e to the power of -x dx. And this from 0 to then 8. Also, this question.
I did, Mr.
Yes.
Yes, first of all, to integrate, I put e power x because it stays the same. And for e power -x, it also stays the same, but you take out a negative sign because of the chain method. So it will be e power x plus e power -x.
Yes, e power x. Then
E power plus e power -x.
okay, e power x. We have minus e to the power of -x.
And then we substitute. It gave me 8.125.
You see my writing, guys?
The new stuff, no, I don't think.
لا طيب. e power x again yes like this في كتابة ظاهر.
Yes.
طيب. Yes, we have e power x. You'd like to split them out into two parts.
Yes. Integrate each one on its own.
Okay.
E power x will stay e power x.
The integral is e power x. Of e power x from what? 0 to 8.
0 to ln 8.
Minus.
E power negative x. It will also stay e power negative x, but you should multiply it by negative.
We should multiply by negative.
It becomes, I think, also e power x.
It's
E power
negative x over يعني negative 1 تمام؟
Yes.
Negative 1.
Negative x, yeah, بس مستر النيجاتيف اللي برا I think المفروض تروح.
Okay.
Yes, that should be plus.
Equal. Ln 8. Okay. E to the power of ln 8. Sorry.
Yes.
E to the power of ln 8. ماشي يلا. بعدين minus e to the power of 0. Minus here gonna be plus وعندك e to the power negative ln 8. Minus e to the power of.
This should be
0.
plus.
Which one?
The e, yes, because it's over divided by negative 1.
No, divided by negative 1 becomes plus here, right?
Yes.
Okay. طيب بعدين تعمل subtraction substitution اللي هي e power negative ln 8 minus e power 0. Which one?
Yes, but you put it minus.
Here?
Yes.
It should be plus.
Yes.
ليه؟ عشان نعمل فوق substitute minus هنا 0 e power negative ln 8 and then minus e power 0. من الأول أنا
Okay. You substituted each one on its own. Okay.
So why is
Yes,
it
yes.
over negative 1?
Hmm?
Why is it over negative 1? We add 1 to the.
It is for exponential functions like this. When you have 2 مثلا to the power. When we have 2 to the power of x plus 4, its integral is what? طيب, it's 2 to the power of x plus 4, the same, and divide by the derivative of the other function. Like مثلا the integral of cosine 4x dx. Yes, this part مش عدينا بس. طيب, which is what? Sine 4x and this over 4 over a or over the derivative, like the opposite of
Okay, yes,
chain rule.
فهمت.
E ln 8 is 8, right? E power 0, 1 plus.
Yes, e power negative ln 8 will be
E power
1 over 8.
1 over 8.
That's what the calculator gives me.
Yes, like 1 over 8. Because it's 1 over ln e, like 1 over 8. يعني it's negative, فيكون e to the power of negative ln 8 is equal to 1 over e to the power of ln 8.
Negative 7 over 8.
Equals 1 over 8. And then minus 1.
Yes. Which
7
would
minus
give-
minus 7 over 8. No, 7
Like we have
minus
7 and then
minus 7 over 8.
minus 7 over 8.
will give us 6.125.
6.125.
Yes.
The answer is 6.
0.125.
Sir, your voice is very far. عاد تعلي شوي.
Okay. يعني the answer is 6.1.
125.
1 to 5. Okay. طيب. كله طلع مع الانسر كده من 0 to ln 8.
شو قلت مستر؟
The answer is 6.125 for all.
Yes. Yes.
So,
الستبس تبعنا هيك طلع بس.
طيب. Okay. Next question. No, هذا كان question number 12, right? Let's see here number 12. Okay. Next question 13. The integral from negative 1 to 1, 2 to the power of x plus 1 dx. The integral from negative 1 to 1 of 2 to the power of x plus 1 dx. Okay, يلا شباب. From negative 1 to 1. Okay.
So we integrate. So 2x to the power of 2 to the power of x plus 2 over x plus 2. That's the integration.
Yes, it's 2 to the power of
X plus 2
x plus
over.
2. Why you added 1 to the exponent?
Yes, I'm integrating this.
Okay, by adding 1 to x plus 1?
Yes.
No.
مستر الموضوع فيه لينث صح؟
Yes, sure.
يعني راح تصير اتوقع 2 x plus 1 over ln 2 صح؟
Yes,
over ln
excellent.
2.
Do you remember the derivative of this function? What's the derivative of any, what's the integral of any exponential function? The integral here is equal to the same 2 to the power of x plus 1, and this all over what? ln 2.
Yes, ln 2, Mr.
Okay, multiply طبعا the derivative of x plus 1 which is 1. أو هنا شوف علامات المultiplication تحت في الدينومينيتور، هناك في الديريفيتيف. What's the derivative? What's the derivative of 2 to the power of x plus 1? It's 2 to the power of x plus 1 times ln 2. In the integral, you should divide by ln 2 here. If you took the integral of the answer, should give us 2 to the power of, what's the integral here? Ln 2, okay, is a constant, and the integral of 2 to the power of x plus 1 dx. So you have ln 2, and its integral here is 2 to the power of x plus 1 over ln 2. Cancel it out, gives us the same function, which is only 2 to the power of x plus 1. Okay, that's why the integral.
سر كيف قبل شوي انت قلت the integral of 2 power x plus 4 is 2 power x plus 4 over 1 لأن derivative of x plus 4.
لا
طب هلا كيف
this one over ln 2 كمان you forgot.
اوكي
قصدي like this one, the integral of cosine 4x is sin 4x over 4. The exponential has a special rule here. Should be divided by a in the base.
Okay. Then the base multiply the derivative of the power.
Again, the derivative of the power. Okay. Here is
okay.
Right. What's the integral now of 2 to the power of x plus 1? It's 2 to the power of x plus 1 over ln 2. And then substitute. At a definite integral from what? Negative 1 to 1. When it's 1, first gives 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 over ln 2. Then minus.
تطلع
5.77 0, which is negative 1 plus 1 over what? ln 2.
2 to the power of كم?
Negative 1
2 to the power of 0. تاني واحدة يا مستر.
ايوه تاني واحدة عشان بس مش عارف. Negative 1 plus 1 over
1
ln 2. يوصل negative 1.
مستر التوتال طلع عندي 4.32.
Yes, so you have what? 2 to the power of 2 over ln 2. And then here minus 2 to the power of 0
2 power
over
0
ln 2.
over ln 2. أيوة 4.328.
What?
4.328.
Yeah, correct. Okay, شباب. Any question? Ahmed, don't say x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, in question number 13, it's okay, plus and here 12. In question 46, it's easy here, so let us solve it here. يا شباب. We have red. It's easy here, 2x to the power of
square over 2
cubed over 3 squared.
ليش؟
Squared over
Square.
2. This from 0 to what?
to 1
to 1. طيب. Which is
to
1.
1 with
And
0
the answer is 1.
yes
So 47, 3v is the integral, and from 2 to 7, and the answer is 21 minus 6 equals 15. Okay, I would like you to check your homework, okay, for the first assignment. From -1 to 0, we have x squared over 2, يعني half x squared minus 2x, and then evaluate from -1 to 0. Equal 0 first, okay, and then minus. When you substitute by -1, gives 1/2 plus 2. Substituting by -1 here for x gives a -1 plus 2. And we have negative half and 2, 2.5. 2.5, 2.5 be negative. Negative 2.5. Because there is no space, I have 49 to 5, negative 3v plus 4. Okay, from what? 2 to 5 of 3, negative
3v something
3v plus 4 dv. Yes, and the answer is
negative 3v square over 2
negative
plus
3v squared negative 3v squared over 2 plus
4v بعدين replace ثانية مصر عم replace بس negative 3 في 5 square over 2
plus 5 times 4, 4 times 5. Then minus, placing the 2. Negative 3 to كملها تحت minus negative 3 times 2 to the power of 4 over 2 plus 4 times 2.
Negative 17.5 minus 2, which is equal to negative 19.5.
Minus 17.5.
2. Yes.
Minus
صار دقيقة ليش ال 2 power 4 تحت
2 power 2.
فكرت 4 قلت
لا،
غريب
2 power 2.
Yep, 2 power 2.
ثانية مصر
Minus 2. 19.5. Minus plus 17.5 plus 2 negative 19.5 negative.
Okay, thank you, Omar. Thank you, Ahmed. Let's move to question 50. Let's take the hardest questions. Question 51 شوي. Question 52, 64, 63. Okay, 66, 67, and 68. Yeah, for 51.
51 سهلة بس.
طيب يلا نشوف. 51 easy. نحلها سريع. 50. 51. 0 to 3, 3x squared plus x minus 2. Yes. And from 0 to 3.
طيب سهلة
You
بس.
have the bigger.
3x
هاي سهلة 3x cube over 4 over 3
over 3 plus x square
Over 3
minus x square over 2 plus 2x
plus 2x, and then evaluate from 0 to 3. Equal
لا مستر بلس مش minus. 3x square plus
plus
وماينس 2x
minus 2
minus
plus
2 yes minus 2
minus 2 so it's minus 2x اصلا في الكويشن طيب cancel
بعدين
3 out
substitute
okay
وخلاص.
substitute it's easy right question today guys the last period in definite integral 52 easy also because the
52
inner
easy.
function is linear so it's 2t minus 1 to the power of 3 over 2 times 3 let's do
مستر حتى هاي
okay the
هل
integral
مستر نحل تبع الساين ثيتا وهدول الصعب
okay to the power of t dt and this from 0 to 1 بس هذه بس عشان you know linear function في linear function هنا فنشتغل عادي 2 t minus 1 to the power of 3 over the new exponent
3.
3 بس times mean 2
the
derivative
2
of 2t
in derivative of yes
from 0 to 1 over 6 and then when it's 3 when it's 1 it's 2 minus 1 is 1 1 power 3 is 1 minus when it's 0 gives what negative 1 when t is 0 so we have negative 1 to the power of 3 which is negative 1 times negative gives what positive 1 so your answer is 2 over 6 and it's 1/3
مستر سؤال مستر دقيقة
مستر
2 لما تكون 0 المفروض تطلع نيجاتيف 1 over 6 لأنه كيوب
ال 1 over 6 outside
مستر I use
أيوة
another
بس مو المفروض تكون نيجاتيف 0 minus 1 نيجاتيف 1 نيجاتيف 1 كيوبد
negative 1 and you have a negative أصلا في الرول positive
في اوكي
Mister, I use another strategy, which is I expand the bracket.
power 3
No,
لا
I expand the bracket.
you
2t هي
2t
صار
square
yes
4t
4t
square
plus 1.
minus 4t plus 1 yeah it's good
لا
the
لا
same answer
4t square.
صار 4t square
4t square, not 2t square. 4t square.
4t squared minus
Yes,
4t plus
same
1
answer.
yes
Then
same
4t
answer
square over 4t cube over 2. Yes,
ماشي
same
same
answer.
answer تمام question 63 right x minus x squared over 2
Sir, can I solve it?
يلا يا باشا it's what 63 كده معاك الورك شيت نفسه
Yes,
معاك يس طب قول لي الكويستشن
من negative 8 ل negative 1 بعدين x minus x squared over 2 times x بcubic root
2x
yes
2
and
cube root x
cube root x يعني
to the cubic root of what of x dx yes
okay, first of all take from the numerator x as a common factor
yes
it will be x minus or 1 minus x
1 minus x
yes over 2 times x to the power of 1 over 3
okay
then x over 2 times x to the power of 1 over 3 will be x to the power of 2 over 3 in the numerator
and subtract
yeah
the exponent negative 8 to 1 and subtracting x power 1 yeah gonna be what x power negative 2 over 3 okay 1 minus x this all over 2 I'll multiply by
negative 2 over 3 or 2 over 3 negative 2
it's 2 over 3 بس بتطلع فوق positive yeah it's a positive sorry
yeah
yes type dx
then expand or multiply x to the power of 2 over 3
yes this derivative
so x to the power of 2 over 3 minus x to the power of 5 over 3
حلو
then find it's negative 8 to negative 1 not to 1 yeah
1/2
then add 1 to x x to the power of 2 over 3, add 1.
So,
So 5x to the power of 5 over 3 over 5 over 3. Minus x to the power of 8 over 3 over 8 over 3. Then multiply the half from outside.
so what?
So
Over 10?
3 over 5 times 1 over 2. يعني 3 over 10, yes. X to the power of 5 over 3. Minus 3 over 16. X to the power of 8 over 3. Then replace negative 1.
So from negative 8 to negative 1.
Yes.
You can do it on the calculator.
Yes, I'll do it now.
What's the answer?
1 second. The answer is 4,569 over 80.
4,000
569 over 80.
over 80?
Yes.
It's all over 80.
Yeah.
Decimal كام? What's the decimal, equivalent decimal answer?
1 second. 57.1125.
Again, please.
57.1125.
1. Okay, so there is 10.
Yeah.
So again, do you have any question, Shortna? X minus x squared over 2 cubic root over of x. Do you have any question? From negative 8 to 1. Any questions? Okay. So we're back to question number 64, which is the definite integral from 0 to 3 of the absolute value of 2x minus 3. 64. Of absolute value of 2x minus 3, right? dx. Right, guys? 2x minus 3.
Yes, Mr. S.
From 0 to 3?
Yes.
Right, thank you. Yes, right. Okay, we can solve here. We can rewrite this function again, of this absolute value function. Do we have any problem, guys, here? Is it continuous?
It's continuous.
Yes.
We should write it here. We should redefine it.
2x minus, yes.
2x minus
2x
3.
minus 3 and negative 2x plus 3.
Negative 2x plus 3. لا إله إلا الله. Okay, then final restriction domain negative. And when x is what?
Maybe 2 over 3. No.
3 over 2.
3 over 2.
And here when where x is less than
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Then what? What should we do?
Take integral from 0 to 3 over 2.
3 over 2.
And
Of
use
2x minus 3 طبعا dx and then
From
2x plus 3 لازم نستخدم هون. بالأولى لازم نستخدم negative 2x plus 3 عشان less than 3 over 2.
Yes. So from what first?
From 3 over 2 to 5 to 3.
Yes, yes. From 3 over 2
3
to 3.
over 2 to 3.
To what?
3 3.
To 3 and
1 from 0 to 3 over 2.
Yeah.
Of what?
Negative 2x plus 3. Plus, yeah, Mr.
Okay. Yeah. Then we have
2x square over 2 minus 3x.
Yes.
و
لسه add here. طيب next one.
same negative 2x squared over 2
2x
plus
squared
3x
plus 3x at
0 to 3 over 2.
and then calculate. This is the idea of this question. Okay, the figure is finished, right?
Yes, close to.
طيب. Very easy, guys. In question 66, 67, you have to change 1 minus sine squared as cosine squared and cancel them out first.
Sir, the trick is easy.
And the last one, 6 squared, it's
Tangent.
tangent. So no need يعني to solve the 3 questions. If you have any problem, ask me على WhatsApp. Thank you and see you tomorrow, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr.